Hi, this is Dr. Dawn Wilson from Houston Baptist University, and I'm here to share with you for just a few minutes a little something about a cohort that we are starting in Fort Bend, starting in the fall of 2012. This cohort will be a curriculum and instruction degree cohort where you'll earn a master's degree in curriculum and instruction, and at the same time you will gain great skills in instructional technology as well. And at the end of the time, you may be eligible to be a master technology teacher. We're very excited about the partnership that you are going to get to participate in if you choose to do this. The courses are all geared towards Fort Bend teachers and students using some of the technology that your district is already thinking is very important, but you also become a master at curriculum and instruction. So it's not just technology, it is also pedagogy and assessment and all of those things rolled into one. So this is a very beneficial master's degree program with lots of great application, and we hope that you might consider joining us in the fall. This particular degree is one that I think is great for people who have maybe been out of school for a little while and want to come back in and kind of refresh their skills, maybe now apply at a higher level, because when you did your undergraduate preparation, you weren't in the classroom, so it didn't have as much meaning. So doing a graduate degree in education after being out of school for a while is really very beneficial. And while this degree does involve technology, you do not have to be an expert. You can be a digital immigrant and just want to know more, and we can make that happen for you through these courses and this degree program. Graduate school is not easy. I always tell people if it was easy, everybody would have a master's degree, but it is extremely beneficial and really takes you to a different level. You will become an expert and a professional in a different way, and you'll begin to feel more confident of yourself in the classroom and as a professional. And so graduate school can take you other places and even make you a better teacher and better at what you're doing day in and day out. We talk a lot about there are digital natives now in our classrooms. They sometimes know more about technology than we do. You probably know which ones we're talking about that are in your classroom right now. We really need to find ways to engage those students and help them with learning and help find ways that they can demonstrate what they've learned using technology products that, while they may not be around the same products when they finish school, but they're learning about how to learn and how to demonstrate their knowledge. And so this is great skills for 21st century students. We don't know what that job market's going to look like, but we know they need to be able to be very flexible with their technology use. And so to ignore it is really limiting them. Instead, we need to embrace it. And it can really make a difference. My teachers tell me that when they use technology in the classroom, those kids, they have more energy, they're so motivated, and so this can also help in all kinds of areas, classroom management, etc., because you're using a tool and speaking a language that they understand. So here in this particular degree program, we have some very rigorous student-centered lesson planning. You will create lots of lessons, and the idea is that these lessons will be technology-centered, that your students can actually use. And so while there's a trade-off, you are a teacher and you're going to graduate school, you are creating things that you can turn right around and use in the classroom. We try very hard to keep you engaged. There's a very collegial atmosphere in a cohort. What that means is everyone who starts together finishes together, hopefully. And during this program of study, we give you access to all kinds of digital tools, all kinds of opportunities to kind of rethink curriculum and to actually learn how to speak those students' language. So this degree program has many benefits. It is a C&I degree plan, so you do learn a lot about curriculum. It's also very project-based. As I said before, you create things that you can turn right around and use. The faculty are all educators. not a bunch of techies that know how to use the tool, but everything we do will be taught within the vein of how to use it in the classroom and what things you need to think about when using it in the classroom. And it really is going to help you become an instructional leader. Everyone who finishes this program finds themselves much more confident in leading out in so many areas on their own campuses. And so it will really help you move yourself to the next level. And there's a little bit of increased pay that will come along with having an MED. So we hope that you would join this MED cohort. We do recruit for the fall is what we are working towards, and so you will need to complete the application process very soon. The benefits of a cohort is that you will be meeting together every week with people from your school, from your district. You all have similar concerns and issues that we can often address. You can share the workload sometimes. You can also even make a big difference across campus. I know there's 2 teachers at one middle school, and they're always doing in-services for their teachers. They work together to do that because they're sharing what they're learning in some of their courses, turn writing around and sharing it with teachers on their campus. And it's also going to be taught out in Fort Bend. So you would go to Clements High School for class. You don't have to come all the way to the HBU campus, and I think that can really help. Plus, we can sometimes tailor some things to Fort Bend. I know in one of the first classes, the students needed to do a lit review and read about technology, and we realized that there was a grant proposal out there. All of my students, the fall of 10, wrote grants for technology tools as part of our coursework. As it ended up, they were all funded in the next spring. So there are some things that we can do specially for Fort Bend people, because it's all Fort Bend people, that we can work into some of the coursework, and gives you mutual benefits, both academically and professionally. So it's a really great way to do it. Well, you would start off, the classes start the week of August 20th, and you would take a curriculum instruction course and a technology course that you would kind of get you jump started. And then you can see there's 2 courses each semester that will be offered. And each time there's usually a core course and then a technology course, except in the summer times there's some double technology courses that are kind of back to back. But you can see it's 2 every single time, and you are finished totally in 2 years. So while it can be kind of hard to do 2 things at once, graduate school and teach, it has a doable pace, and I think having the cohort members to kind of help you shoulder all of this, knowing that you all are all doing the same thing, really helps this to be doable. And so by August 2014, you would have a master's degree and you would be finished. So what is the process? What do you need to do next? Well, first you need to submit an application online, and you can do that at the website that you see there, hbu.edu/gradapply. We do ask for you to submit official transcripts. You need to have a cumulative GPA of 2.5 or higher, provide letters of recommendation, and a current resume. There's no GRE. Do you notice that? So there's nothing to kind of stand in your way. We want to encourage current teachers to come and get your master's. It's best for everybody if you're involved in a master's program. And so we've taken that roadblock out for you all so that you can apply and attend much quicker. So I have a little video I want you to see about so you can see firsthand from a student's perspective what you can expect from the Master Technology Teacher Cohort Program. This is Madeline, and she is a teacher, I think at Missouri City.
You are looking at a 2012 candidate for graduation from HBU School of Education. I've been taught by life that in order to get ahead, it may be about who you know, but in order for those people to help you, it may then become about what you know. So I made it a personal goal to successfully complete grad school. In order to push and motivate my students to reach their goals, I have to set the same standard for myself, because I try to lead by example. After entering the Masters in Education program at Houston Baptist University, I began to take part in professional learning opportunities that I may not have ever considered if I were not a part of the program. I've been able to host staff developments at my schools and others. I've also been able to attend workshops, seminars, and conferences where I've learned an abundance of information, which has not only been beneficial for my students, but also for my colleagues and their students as well. Having the exposure has given me insight on possible paths I can take in my professional and personal life. I began to take the information and apply the lessons from the technology courses and merge them with the information from the curriculum courses. I would ask myself in my classroom, now, how can I implement this assignment or project and incorporate technology for my students? I began to ask myself this question more often than not. Houston Baptist University has a 10-pillar vision, and although I haven't taken full advantage of the campus life, the 10-pillar vision is instilled and evident in the professors, faculty, and staff. To be a Husky is one thing, but to take on the experience by way of cohort is an even more fortifying experience. You build lifelong relationships with people from different walks of life. Take, for instance, my class, which is a rich blend of a variety of cultures, and we have truly become a family. We have enjoyed and experienced great accomplishments. We've also built a support system to help one another endure hardships. We've also come to respect our differences and appreciate our strengths and weaknesses in a way that is beneficial to the whole class. My experience as a Husky has molded and shaped me to prepare for higher heights in life. So if you're considering becoming a Husky, take some time to evaluate your life, because although it's rewarding, it can also be a challenge. I want to wish you luck, and I hope your experience is just as rewarding as mine.
So Madeline is just about to finish her degree program, and she and her classmate did this video segment themselves as a favor so that you could hear from a student firsthand what it's like to be a part of this program. So it's a 36-hour program. You take a comprehensive exam after 24 hours of coursework, and all through the program you are creating an electronic portfolio. And this portfolio is where you connect all kinds of assignments that you have done throughout the classes. And so here's my Fort Bend group that's about to finish. If you want to see Madeline's portfolio, you see here she's got all the standards for the Master Technology Teacher here, and then she's linked artifacts, things that she's created in class that demonstrate her abilities according to the Master Technology Teacher standards. So for instance, she created a web quest that helped students with the Texas regions, and a web quest, you know, is a project-based learning activity. She's done treasure hunts, subject samplers. They've created claymation videos. They've created podcasts, learned a lot about how to make nice-looking print-based materials. So this is a newsletter that she created to give to her students at the beginning of the school year, and so you can see how, you know, she's learned how to incorporate writing and all kinds of things. The degree is multimedia, it's web authoring, design, and blogging, and all kinds of things. So all of the students create a portfolio, and it's also a great way, if you create a unit, then this unit you can send to your colleagues that are maybe teaching the same unit, and you can share. So you've done all this work for your whole team. Now everyone can go step by step and go through the same unit and reap benefits of some of the things that you've created. And so there's just lots of sharing, lots of collegiality, and in the end, you are the professional that will gain the recognition that you deserve. So we just hope that you would be interested perhaps in finding out more about this degree. Along with the master's degree, you can also sit for the Master Technology Teacher Certification. You have to have 3 years of teaching experience.